If there's anything you guys can learn from this podcast, learn this. We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People fucking laugh at every time we fucking go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. And you know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand by the guys that stand by me. Because you fucking pieces of shit.
All right, fellas, welcome back. We've got some juicy YouTube drama unfolding in the last week or so involving the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar, but for those who aren't, Fresh and Fit is a men's podcast where two hosts help you navigate women, finances, and fitness according to them. So the two hosts are Myron, who is fit, and Walter, who is fresh. Even if you haven't seen the show, I'm sure you've probably seen the short clips on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or even Twitter of them, more specifically Myron. He's the one who does most of the talking, but you've probably seen Myron going at some girl, calling her a dumb bimbo, because that's the word he likes to use. Dumb bimbos. You know, it's the women getting owned thing. You know, right? We're all familiar with it. I think the way the podcast actually started was back in the day, they would just take these like Miami hoes onto the show, serve them White Claws, let them get a little drunk, and then they would just talk about like, what do you want out of men and shit? It was entertaining. It was funny. You know, the girls are hot, but they're stupid as all hell. And then it just turned into something way bigger. They've really blown up on YouTube, but they're big on Rumble. It's a very successful show. I'm not going to take that away from them. However, with success also comes controversy, and Fresh and Fit have had no shortage of controversy going on, man. A couple of years back, they went on a copyright striking spree, and I mean a spree. They were beefing with Abba and Preach, which they still are to this day. That's a very funny beef if you haven't looked into it. That goes back years. They copy struck my homie Jamari a couple years ago and some other YouTubers that I'm somewhat friendly with. I think they might have struck Think Before You Sleep, although he might have just removed his reactions altogether to avoid it. I don't know if there was any beef there, but whatever. They've had beef with a lot of people in the YouTube space, the streaming space, all that. H3 podcast, like Ethan Klein and his crew. And they've not only survived, but bounced back and came back even stronger through all of those. But now there's a new controversy. And that would be that Walter, who is fresh on the show, Walter knocked up some Instagram thought. And really, it's a bad look because one of the main messages of this show is that people need to take accountability. Specifically, women need to take accountability for their bad behavior, for sleeping around, for being dumb bimbos, and all that stuff. And now you got this guy who is the host of the show. He's one half of the show, even though he's really like 25% of the show. Like, Myron is the show, okay? Anyway, he got an Instagram whore pregnant. And now there has been a leaked phone call of him asking her to abort the baby, which I'm going to show you right after we have a word from today's video sponsor. We'll be right back. Fellas, as a dude, your face is your most important asset. You gotta take care of it, which is why I'm once again teaming up with Tiege Hanley to sponsor today's video. I have personally been using this stuff every day for going on 3 years now because they make it so easy and uncomplicated. It's what they do. They provide you with all of the things you need and nothing that you don't. I still don't think some of you believe me when I tell you how important this actually is, okay? Because implementing a quality skincare routine is going to improve your confidence in all aspects of your life, especially in the dating game. We know how rough that can be. So do something about it today, all right? Start off with the level 1 box. It comes with all the basics: daily face wash, exfoliating scrub, AM moisturizer with SPF 20 and a PM moisturizer. One of the greatest things about it, they make it dead simple for dudes like us with an instruction card in every box that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. You couldn't make it any less complicated than that. Skincare was something that I didn't take very seriously back in the day, and if only I had. I wish I would have started sooner. I'd be even more better off than I am right now as far as this goes. But it doesn't have to be the same way for you, bro, alright? Don't just take my word for it, because they have well over 7,000 5-star reviews from customers around the globe. This is not something that you want to put off any further because prevention is key. So get ahead of any signs of aging now. Your future self will thank you. And because Tej is sponsoring this video, they're offering you their most amazing deal yet, all right? Click the first link in the description to get 30% off your first skincare system and a free gift. And then after that, as a member, you will get 20% off for life. Life. Do I really need to say any more than that? No, I don't, but I will anyway. The gifts you're going to be choosing from are a $20 value and both complete game changers, okay? You could either get the silicone body scrubber or a nail and face grooming kit. I have both and I love them, but I do prefer the body scrubber because let's face it, dudes, when's the last time you exfoliated your body in the shower? Exactly. Never. You never done it. Don't act like you have. Don't wait any longer, my dude, all right? Click the first link in the description and start your journey today. I love this company. Big vouch from me. Thank you guys once again for sponsoring another video. All right, fellas, welcome back. Now, before I play this phone call for you, I want you to repeat this sentence after me. Ready? This is actually going to blow your mind when I tell you this. Two things can be true at once. Say it again. Two things can be true at once. Walter can be a hypocrite. He could be trying to dodge accountability while he preaches accountability to a very large audience. He could be paying girls out there for their services. He could be getting used by them. He could be a scammer with his CEO network fucking club or whatever he's got. All that can be true. And at the same time, the other thing that's true is that this Instagram model is nothing more than a glorified escort. She's clout chasing, she's baby trapping, she wants money, and she called him and recorded the call with the full intention of releasing it to the internet because this is probably the most attention she's ever gonna get on the internet. They're both true, okay? Both these people are in the wrong, they both suck. There's no innocent party here except this poor baby who may or may not be born. Let's take
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. You know?
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Well, why did I do anything to you?
Nothing. God
Sorry?
wants you to have the baby.
Definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened. And then you're fucking me for a month and I'm pregnant. What does that mean?
Well,
now I just think about it, if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
Well, we already sinned by having sex. But it's too late now, you know?
All right, man. So there's a lot to unpack here. The number one thing I notice is that he knows he's being recorded. I mean, he was totally cool. He handled it well. You know, I may not really like exactly what he's saying, but he said it well. He didn't get mad and start screaming or start giving orders. I don't know if that's what he's like behind the scenes when he knows he's not getting recorded or whatever, but he was fine just in the context of knowing that he was being recorded. And also, he's extremely fucking stupid. I don't think I need to say this, but when you tell a woman, hey, I don't want to have kids, and then she says yes, that doesn't mean that she has to abide by that agreement if she gets pregnant. And I don't understand how fresh, okay, this guy that supposedly has all this money, I think he's got some money, but I think Myron's got way more money, to be honest. Anyway, I don't understand how a dude like this, who's successful and has some level of fame, doesn't use a fucking condom when he's doing these activities. We learned this in the 6th grade in health class. If you put your you-know-what in a you-know-where unprotected and she's not on the pill, even if she is on the pill, it could still happen. But if you do that and then you deposit your you-know-what in there, what the motherfuck do you think is gonna happen? And from some text messages that were released in there, apparently that was happening, those deposits. So this is not an intelligent person, apparently, and it just doesn't matter what she said before. She could say, I don't want kids all you want. You cannot force a woman to abort a baby. And if he's actually got money, well, some of that money is gonna wind up being hers for the next 18 years. It's cut and dry, right? He got her pregnant. It's clearly his voice on the recording. Nobody's denying that this is untrue. This is a pretty open and closed case. However, here's the part about this that I don't like now. So during the fallout of all this, Myron has been very, very loud on Twitter about it. I get it. He's defending his friend, even though his friend is wrong. He's being loyal, yada, yada. Let's read some of his tweets from the last few days. To the idiots saying, hold Fresh accountable, why the F would I have a serious conversation with my business partner about his private activities in front of a bunch of people on the internet? For your entertainment, that has to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard some of you morons say. It's obvious you don't know how to deal with people in real life. I had a very serious talk with Fresh behind the scenes. He acknowledged his mistake and is taking accountability. However, this girl is a liar. The same thing happened to me 3 years ago and it was a lie. No one records conversations and text messages and posts them minutes later on social media for attention if they are really pregnant with his actual kid. You idiots are simping for a random bimbo on the internet. There's a reason Fresh didn't want to wife her up that I can't talk about now since it's a legal matter. However, she's gonna feel the full force of a civil and criminal investigation into her attention-seeking behavior. Tweet number 2, the quartering says, how many babies have you and your crew bullied women into aborting? Gosh, I wish women would finally take accountability and stop forcing you guys to tell them to abort babies. Myron says, hey buddy, you don't know the full story. You're an out-of-shape neckbeard that gives useless commentary from your basement. Damn, that kind of hits hard. Focus on your family and losing weight, you fat fuck. Man, how the hell is Twitter free? After this, a few days later, Myron did a stream, a solo stream. Fresh was not on there. And he says, nuke incoming. And we see this bimbo in the thumbnail, along with Abba and Preach, for whatever reason. They hate each other so much. And Fresh, who was not part of the stream. Now, it was an hour-long stream. I watched the entire thing, but I'll give you a synopsis of it and my honest takeaways. The only part that really matters to me is the very beginning, because Myron repeatedly says over and over again, yes, Fresh made a mistake. He did something very, very stupid, and I'm holding it accountable, and he needs to take responsibility, all that, okay? And that's really the only part that I actually cared about. I wanted to see if he would say his friend is dumb, his friend made a mistake, his friend should be held accountable, and he did say all of that, so I give him credit for it. However, I don't like how for the next 45 to 50 minutes of this stream, he proceeded to give us a complete background check on this Instagram model, all of her activities in China and how she's an escort, how she got fired from this job for lying and that. And like, really, who gives a fuck? You know, that's my question. Go back to what I said earlier in the video. Two things can be true at once, man. It doesn't matter. This could be the worst person in the world. Your friend still put his pee-pee in there and still made a baby. None of the other information really is relevant unless it's truly not his baby. Now that, I think that's what they are saying at some point, because I don't know, they were only dating for a month or seeing each other for a month, whatever the hell they had. It was only for a month, and then only after she left did she find out she was pregnant. So maybe they're trying to say the baby does not belong to Fresh, but I don't think that's how pregnancy works. Anybody who has gotten a woman pregnant can tell you they don't know until at least a month later. So here's my proposition to how we let this resolve. If this truly is not Fresh's baby, then stop pressuring her into trying to take a pill to, quote, take care of it, and let her have the baby. And when the baby comes, you do a DNA test, and that should just settle it. You know, if you're that confident that this is all lies and she's such a liar, let her go live her own life and be a single mom, right? She let him hit it raw. She didn't have second thoughts. Now she's a single mom. I have a feeling, though, that Fresh is not going to be comfortable with that route, because in all likelihood, he probably knows deep down that that baby is his. He is going to be fucked for the next 18 years with child support, custody, and all of the other struggles that a single dad might experience. This Instagram model could have lied through every other part of her life. She could be the most dishonest, unloyal, cheating person in the world. It doesn't matter. None of it is relevant. It's not simping to acknowledge a basic truth that if this is this man's baby, he is responsible. It's not simping to not care about whatever her backstory is, right? I don't give a shit that this woman has a green card from China. None of it's relevant. What's relevant is that your baby? If so, I'm sorry that a woman like this, just total narcissist, clearly a bad person, the type of person who's gonna record this phone call and put it on the internet, I'm sorry that that is going to be the person that this guy has to struggle with the rest of his life. But he will just become another statistic. He will just become another one of the guys that you so commonly hear about on the show. And that is really sad. But I don't really feel sad for Walter, because clearly he doesn't care if he's going to become a father. He doesn't want to be a father. So the one I really feel bad for is the baby, if the baby is ever born. That baby will hear that phone call one day. That baby will hear his or her father talking about, oh, just go take a pill and you'll be all set. It's not killing it. You'll be good to go. Anyway, fellas, that is about enough of this goddamn story for one day. There's only so much tolerance I have to talk about someone so unintelligent that they are a public figure and they're going around banging Instagram whores unprotected and depositing loads into them. Also, something tells me, just by the nonchalantness of this phone call, that this is probably not the first time this has happened to him. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellas will have so much to say about all this, and I look forward to reading your responses as always. If you guys enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you could be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are the true MVPs, and I could not be doing this without you. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description. And don't forget to check out Tiege Hanley down in the pinned comment and description below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.